Turning our attention now to the ASX. Here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by Blackstone Minerals, ASX code BSX. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of Blackstone Minerals, Scott Williamson. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Matt.
Blackstone Minerals is predominantly a nickel exploration and development company that has been rapidly adding value to its Ta Qua nickel sulfide project west of Hanoi in Vietnam. The company also owns a suite of interesting-looking Australian and one US gold exploration asset that have played second fiddle to the Vietnamese nickel project. With the gold price riding high, Blackstone has moved to spin out its gold assets into a brand new ASX listing. Okay, Scott, so what's the strategy here? Why spin out the gold assets now? What are they, and what will the new ASX listed company be called?
So it's time to spin out what we're going to call Codrus Minerals. We're going to focus on gold. So we've got 4 non-core gold assets, but at the moment they're just not getting the value in the Blackstone share price. So we've got 4 drill-ready projects across Western Australia, and we've got a flagship asset up in Oregon in the US. So it's time, we think, to get some runs on the board in the gold space, and we're better off doing that in Codrus.
Okay, so which of the 4 projects to go into the new float do you consider to be the sharpest, and why? Have you got some good drill numbers at any of them?
Yeah, so the record mine in Oregon, Newmont actually drilled back in the 1970s. They drilled 20 metres at 3.5 grams per tonne and walked away. Back in those days, that was considered not economic, but at today's gold price, we're going to head back in and follow up on that hole. The Silver Swan South, along strike of the Kanowna Belle gold mine, we also got some great numbers there. We hit 10 metres at 3 grams per tonne, and that's under a lake cover. Who knows, maybe it's another KB along strike of Kanowna Belle just north of Kalgoorlie. And we've also got the Red Gate, which is up near Saracen's porphyry deposit, so 12 metres at 9 grams per tonne up there. So some great drill-ready targets across these projects.
And so what are the immediate exploration priorities once the new float gets underway?
Yeah, Silver Swan South will be the first one that we'll drill. We've got some great targets there, so we'll come straight under that 10 metres at 3 grams per tonne. We've also got some geophysical anomalies underneath that. So, yeah, we'll hit Silver Swan South first, and then, yeah, maybe head up to Oregon in this year as well. Okay,
just quickly, tell me about the float. How much money are you looking to raise, at what price, and what percentage of the new entity will Blackstone keep?
Yeah, so we'll raise a minimum of $5 million up to $8 million at the 20-cent listing price. We'll control around 50%. So the Blackstone as an entity will have a major holding, and we're obviously not a seller, so we're there to ride the wave and see what this new Codrus can do with these gold assets.
Scott Williamson from Blackstone Minerals, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR today. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.